talk to nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It just was a crazy situation. Just to grow out of that and go to fatherhood program and be around men and talk about their problems, that kind of released me, you know what I'm saying? That kind of changed my life. So shout out to fatherhood program.
Do you believe every man or young man that's coming up in the neighborhood should attend like some type of fatherhood program or something like that?
Yeah, I think they should. I mean, it's different. Like, just we taught as men not to let out. You know, let out. So we hold in stuff. And that's why, like I said, a lot of crime is committed because we hold in. You know what I'm saying? We at work. We mad at work. We mad with our girl. We mad with our kids. And then that one person comes and they say, we done killed them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of anger in the community. All we really need to do is just talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good that something that you said to touch on that is seeking out these programs and stuff like that, because a lot of cats don't, you know, and just you recognizing, you know what I'm saying, that you needed something else.
Right.
Because it's easy to turn to the streets and to all the other shit that's out there, you know. So to go there, you got to have a strong mind for that, man. You get props for that because, like I say, it's easy to, because you don't even have to come from no circumstance.
Right.
You know what I mean? To go that route. So, you know, that was good. You got your right mind.
Some stuff happened like the higher power that sent me there, you know what I'm saying? My guy, he sent me to this job place, and then he just was like, you should go to this program, you know what I'm saying, after the job. And I went there and I sat around these dudes for like 2 weeks. I ain't say nothing, quiet.
Right.
Next, you know, they broke me in, you know what I'm saying? It just was a go from there. You know?
That's good. Meeting people. Do you
Man.
still
Yeah. We all in contact. Like, we all happy with each other. Like, we all came a long way. Like, some of them that came out of jail got their own business now. Like, we all started at the same time. Like, they just getting out of jail, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas got businesses, everything. So it's like for all of us to see each other now, it's like, man, we so happy with each other. But now we're trying to figure out how to bring it together, you know what I'm saying? So we all, nobody got to work no more. And that's the problem. That's another problem in the black community. Getting everybody to come together on one idea, you know what I'm saying? That's the part with uniting like that, you know what I'm saying? There's people out here want to unite, but we don't know how to come together with one idea, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody think this going to work, that's going to work, that's going to work. Same thing with the Milwaukee music scene, you know what I'm saying? So it's a big struggle in the black community with that uniting, I ain't going to lie to you.
It's a very big struggle, a real big
Because, you know, we've been taught, and see, like, a lot of times we say that, and those are broad statements when we say these things about the black community and stuff, but a lot of that stuff was taught to us, and that's how, you know, those divides was brought up in there. They can't have too many cats powered up and empowered, you know what I'm saying? So we need people to break that down and all that. So that's been done to us, and we just never broke out of it. You know what I'm saying? We see Cairo, he doing his thing and all that. All we know is that, man, that nigga think he all that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, man, I wonder if he can help me out. I wonder if I can get the game from him. I'm trying to, and I ain't even gonna reach out to him. I don't like him or nothing now. I don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? But it's I just can't. Everybody think he all, and everybody Cairo, and I'm. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we've been taught, because anytime somebody was like that, it was one of them in our ear. Look at that nigga. You think he? Look at him. Look at him. Look how your girl looking at him.
No, for real.
Next thing you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all done killed him.
For nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah.
Out of hate, they don't know that happened there. We put a lot of pressure on us, not to, you know, take away from you, but we put a lot of pressure on us when we got to address that like we need therapy. You know what I'm saying? The whole black community needs therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get to the root of that. We ain't like that just for nothing.
No, for real.
This shit just didn't happen. I don't hate fam just because he light skinned. You know what I'm saying? It had to been there. That been put there. Look at him. He think he better than you. Look at him. And I'm, you right. You know what I'm saying? You right. He do think he better than me. You know, but like I say, it's good that you recognize, man. I just, man, that I don't know how strong people know that is, that you found, you know, those programs and shit. That's major to me. I can't get past that, because I went the whole, and I wasn't even raised that way. I had parents and all, you know what I'm saying? But I still went the whole other way.
Right.
Anybody that was talking sense, man, I ain't, you know, you telling me about this and what I can have 10, 20 years from now, and my guy just got a brand new, that he bought, and he just hit the trap last week. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need that money now, fam. You know what I'm saying?
But the other way was still on deck, too. It just come like you say, the higher power kind of talked to me, and that's when I'm like, okay, yeah.
Right.
It's kind of serious. Like, no, I don't need to do that no more.
Right.
I was out here trying to do my little thing. You know, like, we all
Right.
young men. But
Right.
I grew out of that, you know what I'm saying? I had kids, and I was like, no, they ain't for me. I can't get big every time I try to get to this. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It was for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this man dropping some jewels. That's what I said.
Like, you really got to take heed to the higher power. Like that.
If you ain't bought mama a house by 9, you've been selling dope for 10 years. That might not be your thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might be a businessman because you've been holding your business together. You might need to transition into something else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll do it for you. Because after a while, that hustling shit, it ain't nothing but another job. Because niggas is just hustling just to pay bills and to keep some shoes on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you making a little bit more than minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's good you got out of that shit because we needed to see Cmills Feel My Pain campaign. Now, when did the rapping come about?
2008. Just one day I wrote a song, and then I was always trying to write songs, but I could never finish a song. Then I finally wrote a whole song, and I was just in the room. I was reading. I was like, damn. It was just like it was a letter to myself, and I started crying. I promised to God, from that day, 2008, sometime in September, I said, I'm going to take this serious. And ever since then, I ain't never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, for 3 years, I got myself together, reading a dictionary, doing everything I could to prepare before I got on the Milwaukee music scene.
Right.
I went to shows, I was buying CDs, everything. So I ain't just hop out here feet first. Like, I was studying. This was Jazz was out here. I was watching everybody, Risco, Ray Rizzy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there in the crowd, like, I'm doing my homework. Then when I came out here, it just happened. Like, I just came on the scene out of nowhere.
Right.
It just hit hard.
That's a dope story to know because I didn't know all of that, you know. That's what brought you to this point. That's dope. I also know that you linked up with Global Push, and you also is a member of CDMG. So how did you end up linking with the two, and why did you choose those two to grow your business and brand with?
Global Push, I knew them since like 2012. I think they've been watching me for a minute. They had a couple meetings, like they was trying to unite all the artists, but it didn't work. So we still had a little relationship. I went to a couple trips they had. We did a show, whatever, and then time passed, and then it's just like once I got serious, it was like, okay, me and Hitway started talking, and I knew like, okay, he kind of humble. I need somebody that's humble and crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because when you got somebody talking for you, you need the right person.
Right.
And some people that I was messing with, when I got to that squad, they like, oh yeah, I got Cmills now, it's on, and they talking crazy, and I ain't with all that. Like now it's just weird. Like when you link up with certain people, and they just get geek for no reason.
It sound like regular block shit. Like no, fam, I'm not doing
niggas
that.
really be gang banging on the music scene. Like they just be wanting to click up like wrestling. Like I ain't with that. Like we really trying to handle business. So, and Global Push was on it. That's
what I'm saying. They ain't even half of them ain't really trying to do nothing, man. They just trying to be in the way, in the spotlight, do their little thing. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. They in the way to me, man. You know what I mean? You could tell. Go ahead.
It's gang banging. And then CDMG, like he said, he been seeing me. Then I, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, humble dude about his business. I'm like, that click everything. Everybody, it clicked with everything I got going on. Humble. Then now I'm ready for the business side because I've been trying to get to the business. I ain't know nothing about the business side when I first came out here. So everybody faulting us like, oh, you got to know you. I'm like, I ain't know nothing about that. Then once I started learning, like, okay, publishing, ass capping, and getting paid with me, I'm like, damn, you know what? You know how much money I done missed?
Sure, right.
You know how many shows I done did out here? Like, I done, like 1,000.
Right.
I'm doing like 4 shows a week for like 4 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, once I learn, I'm like, oh, I ain't doing no more shows. And I don't care about not getting booked here no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that too. Like niggas think you gotta get booked here. Like nigga, I don't gotta get booked here to be known. Like
that's a good thing that you noticed that too, because a lot of people that be their reason to stop rapping and get because they ain't making no money. Yeah. But they don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, you should. I don't care. I wouldn't care if every 3 months you only got $40. You know what I'm saying? That's just to start with, and at least you making some money because this cash ain't getting that. You know what I'm saying?
So and it's residual.
Right. Yeah, it's going to keep coming. Right. Yeah, it's going to keep coming. You know, and I think a lot of them would have tried harder if they know, like I tell the producers, I'm like, it ain't no free beats if you know what you're doing. Cairo know the business. He know he can give me a beat right now with no money, but he know I can't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't get paid without him getting paid. No matter, I can sneak off and, you know what I'm saying, and try to record and put it out, and he like, I ain't got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They go give me my money because I did what I had to do.
They know that.
Yeah. And if more of these rappers knew the game too, it'd be a lot more people hooking up. You see in Atlanta, everybody be on everybody record. No matter what level. You know what I'm saying? They on all they shit.
I think what it is, everybody looking for right now. A lot of people looking for right now. I want this right now. Right now. Nobody like really fully building to have something later.
Right, I want some money now.
You know what I mean?
Wait, what you mean? I went to the store, I bought a computer, I bought a beat program. I need to get paid. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? I just started making beats last week, but I need to get paid
right now.
You know what I'm saying? I need a G. You know what I'm saying? A beat. Where it's like, man, you better start leasing and licensing. You know what I mean? Get them shits out.
Right.
There's a guy, Swift Bangers. He on my page. He's always looking for people to take their music to he in there with them labels. I interviewed him years ago. He had a Migos placement. Never met them. Had a Migos placement. I asked him how he got it. He said through Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They steady moving. I said, well, what you do? He said, I just be sending beats out.
Yeah.
I just be sending them out.
Twitter is a great place.
Having nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, niggas up here never seen you no beat because they like, you gonna steal them because they ain't did none of the work with them. And they right, yeah, nigga, I'll take this beat from you. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, I'll make you go through the whole process of court and everything, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how that's how the game go. But if you did the paperwork on it, you just probably hit me like, hey, you know, see you try to be slick over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just got a notification.
Right, yeah. They just hit me and let me know you over there stealing. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? And we could work together, man. You're right. We could work together if y'all understood that paperwork and Kalini and them know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want the money, even if I can't get it. I tell them, motherfucker, it don't cost me nothing. You call me right now. I need a verse. When and where? Because I know you know the business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about the front end. Ain't nobody got no money. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no money. We got no money to be giving you a bunch of money, man. But let's work, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. I'm going to work this record.
From one block known to the next block and swear that you need $1,000 to work with them.
Man, don't let them get past 100,000 views on YouTube. It's over now. It's over. Man, you know what I mean?
Have you ran into those type of artists here or just anywhere like they was just too egotistical and belligerent?
I mean, it's a few people, but I don't know. Some people might think I'm like that because I'm like, you got to pay for my time. I ain't going to lie because I treat it like a business. Like when you tell me to be somewhere, I'm there. And I've been out here for years. I did 100 features. Ask me where them songs at. My first 2 CDs I dropped was songs I'm featured on, so I completely threw me to the side.
Now look, right, let's touch on that, right? I'm glad you said that because that's the other part of the game. Now, if you dealing with cats, the fly-by-nights and all them, yeah, get what you can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need some money, fam. I need some money out of you because you may be in jail next week and this song will be nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I done did all this shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's some people you do get your money from. But when I say the cats you should be trying to bust down with is the hard-working cats, the cats you see moving, the ones you see steady moving and working. Man, you could bust down with them. You know what I'm saying? Let's split this record. You know what I mean? You get a percentage, I get a percentage. Now, if you ain't doing nothing, you know what I mean? I ain't got to care that much. I'm gonna work my piece. It's fucked up. You still go get money too, but I can only worry about me. That's the business. Yeah, that's the game. Right, that's the game.
One thing I learned to keep it business too, because I ain't gonna lie. When I do songs with niggas, I come with a whole plan. We need graphics. We need the video. We need this. I come with the whole plan.
Right.
Right.
So ain't too many artists finna come with the whole plan like that. Niggas just want to do the song. It's gonna sit in the basement. Ain't gonna have no graphics. We just gonna throw it on SoundCloud.
So have you learned to pretty much just stray away from those type of people? I learned to
stay away from everybody. The best thing you could do is stay away from everybody.
Right, let them call you. Yeah. Sometimes
and that's my whole goal. I want people to come to me. You know what I'm saying? I work hard enough to, I deserve that shit.
Right,
so
for them to be
if
calling you.
If you don't respect that, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we got you got your overnight motherfuckers. They come and they popping real hard for a minute and then they gone. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they took the best drug that night and dropped that song, and man, it was just over.
Right, it was over. They didn't do nothing with it, because just like I made a post today, like, I don't too much get blocked when I play y'all music on live.
That's true.
Right, Kyrie? Somebody ain't did all. Somebody skipped a step somewhere, dog. Because I'm supposed to be getting those same notifications that I get from playing your music I get from playing Future or somebody. I'm supposed to be getting the same notifications. They can't lie to me. We know how the game look. So I'm like, you ain't getting no money off that shit. Or you just getting them little Spotify, the little money that they give you. Not the publishing and they ain't getting none of the other stuff. And you got to worry about that, y'all.
Views, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas have more views than you and feel like they bigger than you. Like, views don't, that shit don't.
They really don't.
I mean, the
matter.
mindset of Milwaukee is kind of crazy. Like, everybody's mindset is just crazy. Just want to be better than everybody. Like, I really want to see us all eat, but I know I got to stay away and make my own lane. And then hopefully y'all take heed, and see what I'm doing. And then we all just come together. But I ain't finna force nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I failed at trying to unite. I ain't gonna lie. Once I stopped doing that,
remember, I say that. Everybody trying to hook up and carry every other nigga. Nigga, you can barely walk. How you go carry me? Worry about you first, and I ain't even tripping on that. We all come together. Me and all my partners, we come together when we come together, but everybody doing their thing. I ain't got enough to care. That's why I ain't got no artists and shit like that. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Money. And niggas understand that. Like, shout out to my nigga, Reddy, CT, Zach. Like, everybody getting they self together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas getting their own cribs now. We from the real struggle, like staying with our mamas and sleeping, at the same crib, like struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting kicked out from our girlfriends, but everybody doing good now. Shout out Gang Spitter, he in Atlanta, he making beats. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, Gang Spitter. I was just with CT.
Good.
Shout out to CT.
Yeah, CT. You know what I'm saying? Ground hard. I was ripping that shit. I rip everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right, and when y'all come together, y'all come together. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I had to leave the club alone. Like, I ain't been out in like 3 months. That was my sacrifice. Like, this is my first time not being out. So that was a big sacrifice. You know how much money you lose when you go out?
Man.
That you could have invested?
Man.
Get drunk. Now I'm drunk. I done
That's
spent
like
$20 on food. I done spent drink money, all that.
I can attest to it because I've been on both sides. I've been drinking and then I've been sober. So I'm like, when I got sober, I started having all kind of extra money in my pocket. I didn't know what to do. Like, what the hell? I ain't never had extra money. That was drinking money. You know what I'm saying? Let me reach in my pocket.
Yeah.
Man, what the liquor store still open? Shit. Hell yeah. So yeah, you save and be able to do all kind of shit.
I went through my lessons last year. Like when I first started getting a little money, I went to the club. We popped a couple bottles. I'm like, oh, that was a whole nother story. Then when you pop bottles,
right?
Oh yeah,
sure.
The credit card
you like, okay, yeah, like pop a bottle the next day. Then next you know, here comes the struggle again.
Right.
Damn, this shit, I shouldn't even did that shit.
Thinking of that fun.
Thinking like, damn, I could have kept that and put this right here on this here.
Out, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You really got to buckle down and invest in this shit. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit.
And save. Everybody got money. I say that everybody got money. It's the saving and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can go on to a motherfucker and say how much money you got in your pocket, they may have $200-$300. That's how much you got in your savings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, none of your business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Cause that would throw you off. Like,
and that shit,
man.
Because motherfuckers might come like, I need you to come here, and now I got this money on that when I usually didn't have that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the beauty now. Like,
man, you dropping. He's saying everything that needs to be seen. You got to be able to move around.
Yep.
Like I say, I could have. People, hollered at me in the beginning, and I'm like, okay, I'll holler at some people. And they like, yeah, we got this spot and this, that. So I'm like, okay, fam, we got to get here. And that's where it stopped. Like, well, I'm finna stop reaching out to people because it's looking like we some fucking bums. You know what I'm saying? Because I done hooked some shit up, and now you like, oh, I ain't got the money. Like, fam, you need the money, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can't not have, don't tell me to do this then. Start like what you said. Get the city. Grind it up here first. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the money to move around. So, yeah, you're right. You're right, man. You saying a lot of good shit. All people watching this, man.
No bullshit. That's why
taking
I really
something
want to
from
talk.
this.
I don't really talk like that. You see my stats. You see, I don't argue, none of that. But it's like, I know I got jewels niggas need to hear.
Right, let me stop interrupting you and shit.
Coming out with a documentary/movie too called Grinding with Cmills, so you're going to see everything. Like, it was a struggle in the beginning, like getting your mind right is a super struggle. Like, when you get your mind right, can't nothing stop you.
Making one of them habits and stuff. Yeah, because I can agree with you on that because I'm like one of those people who fight with myself every day. It's a struggle, but you feel good after you do push yourself through one of those fuck them moments. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Once you get that, you gotta get that fucking in your system. Like I'm generous. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be super generous until I just got that fucking.
Right.
10% in me, like, you know what the fuck that shit. You know?
Right.
And that's when you start living, when you don't care about nothing, but all you care about is I'm happy with me. That's when you start really living.
Yep.
And I'm living. I don't care what family talking about, none of that.
Self-care.
My so-called friend, you ain't my friend, then I'm good for
Exactly. Yeah.
That's something to really love yourself.
That's real.
Yeah, and I just learned self-love at 30. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just learned that at 30 years old.
I learned it at 35. You doing good. Yeah, I learned it.
I got a job at 30, all that. Like,
most of us, especially if you came from like broken homes and shit like that, it's hard for, like, we didn't have older brothers and shit like that. A lot of them, like, ladies, I want to tell them, man, a lot of these dudes just haven't grown up yet.
Nope.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that they ain't shit. They just ain't grew up. You know what I'm saying? It takes, I heard Steve Harvey say he didn't grow up till he was in his 30s. I heard that in my 20s, and then it happened to me. I ain't grew up till I was 35. I didn't have a driver's license till I was 6, some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I was an adult. I wasn't a man, you know what I'm saying? I was an adult. And you're an adult because you turn 18, you know what I'm saying? By default, what I say. You know what I'm saying? But it take a while sometimes for us young men to grow up because, man, we fight against so much. And then when like I say, when the home is how it is, then we have to deal with that. A lot of us grew up before we wanted to, before we really even, I got a lot of guys who had to grow up and they have money. We get around each other, family, them goofy as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But not out in the public, but they want to have fun. They want, like, man, I had to be grown at 12. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to make sure my little sisters and them ate and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, motherfucker never got a chance to be a kid.
That's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Hell yeah.
You got to take care of other kids. That's a whole nother life.
Ain't it?
And that's when some women need to start, like, we all need, women, we need to look at each other like, okay, I know this what you going through, this what I'm going through, that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of faulting each other, because like you said, a lot of us ain't grown, you know what I'm saying? We ain't like we trying to play y'all, we just don't know shit. We don't know shit.
Right. And if you knew the advice I got from my homies, I look back now like, why did I even listen to that shit? It was all bullshit. None of it was, hey man, maybe you should sit down and try to talk to your girl and see how she feels. It was whoop her ass, take her money, you know what I'm saying? Fuck her friends, do all that shit, do it all. And that's all what I did. I did it all. Now I'm like, I wasted all, man. I owe some bunch of girls an apology, man. It was me. It wasn't them. It was me. Goddamn.
So I seen recently you had linked up with one of Milwaukee's women. She's out here doing a lot of things. Bianca Williams.
Oh yeah.
What made you take that step into linking up with her?
She been around. She been cool. Like I said, 2019, I want to link with everybody. I suppose everybody that's serious. You know what I'm saying? I want us all to really come together and network. So that's why I got my friend Stephanie here. Like I got a big network going on. I met some people in the streets that from selling CD. Like y'all won't even understand. Like, it's just like it's time. We just got to get together and just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And change our life, change the people's lives around us. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is us. We ain't got to worry about the people that ain't trying to do nothing. Everybody worry about people that ain't trying. We can't make them do nothing.
Nope. They gonna be sitting in the corner wondering what we doing. The people that is doing something.
And they gonna jump on board sooner or later. It's just we just gotta carry the load. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in our community. You know what I'm saying? So, we gotta make it happen. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. It's 2019. We out here. We getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
You always been active in the community and doing things, and I like to think that a lot of people was following your lead. You know what I'm saying? Because you one of the first people that I seen making moves to feed the homeless, like on a consistent basis, not just up and fly by night. You got things you've been doing every year. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I ain't happy. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't happy for real. Like,
right.
I ain't even lying to you. Sometimes I ain't happy, but I still had to do that for other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
people,
strong.
When people count on you, that's a whole nother like.
Yeah.
They say don't let them see you sweat. That's serious. Like if I let people see me sweat, somebody might kill themselves.
Right.
I don't even know that's watching. There's a lot of people watching that you don't even know that's watching. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know how much people
let me say I give up on music.
Right.
I wanted to play around and see who all. You know how you make a stat? I said no, I can't even do that.
No, because then you might have that one person that never say anything that's watching you like. Damn, you know, and a lot of artists I see they doing that now. Like if they not getting the traffic that they want, they'll throw a temper tantrum and be like, "Yeah, I'm done." And, it'd be like, okay, and then next week you come back like, "I'm back with a new single called Drop That." It's like, nah, dog, you lost your shot last week when you said you was done. I moved on.
I grew from there. I ain't like when I first came out, I thought everybody was supposed to support me, family, everything. Like one time I had a show, I had like 10 tickets. I couldn't sell them. I think I made a crazy step, like fuck everybody from here on out. But I said, you know what? From here on out, I'm just gonna go to the shows and I'm gonna gain fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did instead of taking it out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, this is my dream, so I had to understand this is my dream. Like, I can't make them come aboard. You know what I'm saying? So that's what everybody gotta understand. This is your dream. You woke up and decided to do this. You know what I'm saying? And they got their whole life going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to support themselves. How can somebody support you when they don't know how to support themselves? You know what I'm saying? So really, we gotta start looking deep into what really be going on, and that's how, you know what I'm saying, I changed it then, like, damn, like, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at none of y'all for not supporting me, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't even, your life ain't even on track. So
that's very
I'm expect you to drop everything and then come get me what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to stop faulting everybody, you know what I'm saying? This shit serious, like, we got to spread the message out here. Everybody mad at somebody for nothing, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, it's a lot of that going on. Kanisha Lee said, hey, shout out to you.
What's happening? Kay Lee.
Brad Fax said, what's good?
Big homie.
Jay Wiggo, he said, I watched Cmills grind from the dirt, man. Shout out to Cmills. I respect this hustle. Bianca threw up the 100s. G said he might be coming through.
I ain't never met though. That's the dude that make beats, right?
Yeah.
he
Shout out
be
to
going.
G. If you still watching, I hope you coming.
I need to meet that side too, the other side of Milwaukee too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Chickens and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Lil Joe. Like he seen me selling CDs one day. That's a humble young man. Like he gave me $5. He's like, I know who you really gave me $5.
Yeah, Lil Joe, very humble young man.
Right.
Like, he 1,000.
Yeah.
It's good. People know who Mills is.
Yeah, no
Jennifer
bullshit.
from Global Push said, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? Squad.
I had to take my allergy pill. Them incense. See, be messing with messing with me. I forgot to take my pill.
So what's next for What Can We Catch 2019 coming from Feel My Pain, coming from
A whole
Cmills?
lot of videos. I ain't dropped no music, really. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm in the midst of just recording everything. So just imagine how much music I'm sitting on. So I'm trying to get it all together. Not flood too much, but make everything make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But have visuals with everything, because that's what really counts. You know what I'm saying? When you see the visuals with it. So I'm really just flooding with singles, like, you know what I'm saying? And push these singles. Drop a couple mixtapes. I'm just doing it. I'm dropping.
Yeah, to touch on what you said about the visuals, because you can hear a song and not like it, but see the video and fall in love with the song.
People don't understand that.
Yeah, like...
Or you can hear it in the club.
Yep.
And think differently about it. There's a bunch of songs that I play in the club that I jam to that I wouldn't play in my car. You know what I'm saying? So it's all that's different, but they got to be able to see you. That's why it's good you pumping them videos. Me and Sock was just talking about that. I'm like, like I say, when people come up to ask to hear songs, they got it off of YouTube. Is the first thing they ask is, do you got YouTube? They want to bring it up on YouTube. That's where they getting all their music from. And World Star Hip Hop is a big platform too.
That's next. Gotta put a video on World Star Hip Hop. Like
bring that traffic.
I'm definitely going. You know what I'm saying?
That's where. Now I subscribe to their YouTube channel, so I get all their notifications. That's where all these dudes is dropping their shit through.
Yep.
They still all go back to their YouTube or whatever, but they putting it up there. You know, the Glock 9s and all them cats that's coming up. The Baby and all them. They
got no
World
choice but
Star.
to come up off that. Like, once you hit that and all your business right, you got a website where you can find me at. It's over with.
Because the views, young guys, the views is supposed to bring them shows and shit like that. If you got 500,000 views, you need to be starting getting booked somewhere or booking yourself. Won't nobody book themselves. Boosie and them used to do that shit. Won't nobody book a club and do it themselves. They sitting back waiting. Man, you be my age. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers start. You know what I mean, man? This is a young man's game. This is young. Like I say, in terms of the music, and that's why they'll make artists lie about their age and shit because they don't want to listen to no older dudes. I'm in the club. I don't play no Rick Ross. I don't play no 2 Chainz. None of the older guys. They don't even ask to hear that shit. And if I do it, it have to be an old song. I could play 2 Chainz if it's the birthday song. You know what I'm saying? And shit other than that. Because they all young. They don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Milwaukee music like that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, a lot of people don't like the Milwaukee music. I ain't gonna lie. When I started getting money, I was jigging to that shit. Like, that shit, when you get money, you gotta be getting money to feel that shit.
Yeah.
They hating. Yeah, because we got jack music, and I like that shit. I like to hear young cats jacking it down. I'm sorry.
I want to see
a lot of people don't. I love to hear that shit, because that's my attitude, too. You know what I'm saying? So I like that shit. But, man, they be hating on these cats. A lot of people that say that shit, this is how people will do. They come in with the attitude to hate already hating.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll listen to 10 seconds. Man, I don't hear that shit. He ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do you. And you like, man, I be listening to these cats because I have to play them. And I'm like, I like these little motherfuckers. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I like all these little dudes, man. All of them. They getting off. I was talking to Drew, me and Baby Drew was talking, and he was like, same thing that I said. He was like, dog, I like these little motherfuckers. I'm like, I do too, and it's a whole bunch of them. It ain't like back when we was there. You got a selection of these little motherfuckers you can pick from. Right. Back then, it was about 5 motherfuckers, really 2 if you wanted main. You know what I'm saying? Drew or Cal. It was like that. And then you had the cats sprinkled in there. You know what I'm saying? Kalini and them, they was the 2000s and all that. I was kind of off the scene. I don't know too much about that. I was in them streets and behind them walls and all that type of shit. But, you know, and because when I was listening to Hollywood and he was talking about y'all era and he was naming all them cats, I was like, damn, I don't know nothing about none of them little dudes, you know what I'm saying? But I was off the scene. That's why I tell them I won't debate hip-hop and music, even local, 2000 and up. I get that to y'all. Y'all got that. 2000 back, that's me, though. You can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But up from 2000 up, you know what I'm saying? That was like y'all scene and stuff like that. But my point is, it's a lot more of these guys to pick from, and all of them doing a little something. All of them saying a little something, man. Don't hate on our music. If you from here, stop hating on the music.
And they got views.
Right. Right. And listen
they
to them.
They got the views.
You know what I'm saying? Because they going. I like We Up Next. Fresh. Like Chicken. I'm a big Chicken fan. I don't care what nobody say.
I ain't listen to him until he got
Chicken
in the
can go. Chicken be saying some cold shit, dog. Straight up, Chicken can go, man.
He's funny too, like that shit. I be like, damn,
right. I like that
I need to link up with that type of shit.
Yeah,
I'll be on that.
Because that's your
shit,
type. Right. You're right. Much run the clubs. I told Lil Chameleon and them came up there when we picked them up, and she was like, who cracking out here and shit. She was real interested in the music. So I was like, shit, Munch run the club, so we put on some Munch, because, that was her type of the music or whatever. I'm like, man, Munch run the clubs here. You know what I'm saying? And she expressed some interest, you know what I'm saying, or hooking up, whatever, but you know how that go, motherfucker. You talking to him? You did? Okay, yeah, because I was like, man, Munch run the city. As far as the club, it's like, he just made a post talking about if a DJ ain't playing Munch, they hating. I'm wondering how can a DJ here not play Munch?
Because I've been there standing everywhere I go. I'm in a DJ booth.
You got to go out your way not to play Munch.
Yeah.
Because people will come up and ask to hear Munch.
And they will
you have to go out your way. You have to really be like, I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? You have to be. Because anytime everything moving slow, I want to get the girls moving.
Oh, it's over.
Dummy ass.
On my life.
You know what I'm saying? He got a whole bunch of them you can pick from, but dummy ass kick it off. And we start the party from there. You know what I'm saying? He kicked the party off. So I don't know how who doing that. I don't know who doing that.
Salute to Kalini too. I didn't know he was his man. And Kalini was a fool. That's one of the first people I seen.
Kalini's behind the scenes now, yeah.
50 deep going crazy. Like, I'm like, damn, this nigga. I'll never forget them days. You already know I'm in the front, like, Kalini on stage going crazy. Bill Martell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still soldiers out here.
Man, I missed Kalini doing his
right?
thing.
He had the banner.
I used to see Bill.
Yeah, Kalini can go.
I know it, man. I can't imagine them jumping around the stage doing all this.
Super high.
They all quiet and laid back. But them the ones, though.
Yep.
Them the ones. Matter of fact, I can picture. Them the ones. Them the ones, all laid back, cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
R.P. Captain Hook. Captain Hook, man. We had some soldiers out here in the beginning.
Now I caught the end. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started getting back in the mix. That was around 2012, That's when I started getting back in the mix and shit.
He got killed late 2011.
Oh wow!
All right, Mills, we want to get Miss Stephanie over here and let Bo get out of here. He ain't got married, so
before we get Stephanie on, what single you pushing right now, and where can people find you at?
All night, I got my rollie on. Run the Town coming up next. I got a single called Bay. That's gonna drop in like April. I got another single called Dirty Game, smoking song. It's talking about real life stuff. And then I just shot a video for a single I got called I'm Over It in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? The video done.
Shout out to
you shot out of town? Good look. Good shit.
Yeah, I
good
see
shit.
you be out there. They showing you a lot of love. It's like your second home
they
now,
blessing
right?
me out there. Like,
I could go out there with you now, huh?
We need to.
You done got it right. You done got it all. You got to wait for cats to get it together first.
We need to.
I'm with the OGs. I'm with the real OGs out there. Like, niggas that stamped in approval. You you go in another city, you got to be stamped in approval.
Yeah.
So they introducing me like,
right.
Yeah, this young nigga, he finna come through here and woo. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's some real shit. I tell cats from here, one of my homies had that experience. I'm like, first off, you can't be going out of town with scary motherfuckers. Second, you got to know somebody. Get a cousin or somebody there and hope he ain't the one that's getting beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, chased in the house.
Find out he getting checked and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you right. You got to, when you moving, because you be there a lot,
I got a couple of females. No, this is what they did. I ain't gonna lie. We went down there. I went to a club. I was in there. Nigga, they just let me go. And me, I'm in there.
Right.
I done met plenty of people and just built relationships.
That's how you do it.
Before you know, you had the club.
I had the whole club. I'm in there like I'm in Milwaukee. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm in there everywhere.
Right.
Smooth.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to go ever since then. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, it's gotta stay on that road, and that's like it's finna come. You know what I'm saying? I be watching how Detroit niggas came up. Like that's another thing too. I be watching that shit. One of them niggas got a deal with Puma and all that shit. I'm like, man, this shit real. Like that's this nigga from the hood. Like,
they had to come up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
They bossed up.
Them niggas is hitting some road. They hit the road.
They was here. We seen them. They came to smash.
Right.
They came to smash.
Yeah, they hit the road. They cause it's so poor. Where they at, niggas ain't got no choice, you know what I'm saying, but to get up and try to make something.
I fuck with Peasy.
Hell yeah, payroll.
Yeah.
I'm just learning about Dame Dot and them. Like, them niggas serious. Like,
Dame Dot bumping now. He got that expensive money. That beat is not I love that record. That's a go-to too.
So have you ran into those producers that share a beat with every artist? Have you ran into them?
Plenty of times. Like, damn, nigga,
So, like, how do that work for you?
I mean, it's just that song is over with. We can't do nothing with it.
Can't really do nothing with it.
We can mixtape it. It's just like I can't deal with you no more because you sold the same person. Or
you know who do that? And he a major producer.
Who?
Beethoven.
Oh yeah.
He do that a lot.
I guess he be seeing who gonna blow up off it first. Like,
I'm gonna tell you what he do. I'm gonna tell you what he do.
Period.
Look, I know that Lil Jon told the gang. Because remember when Lil Jon was pumping real hard and they started saying all Lil Jon beats sounded alike. He said that is what they want. They come in there and they say, I want the same type of beat Waka Flocka had. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get all them. Because he said he just sent a bunch of them to the label. And they play them for the artists. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, okay, we got some Lil Jons. And they'll play a whole bunch of them for you. And you, of course, you go pick the one that everybody's going to gravitate to. That's the reason why people do remixes to these songs. Because it's popular already. So if you could get a beat that sounds like a song that was a #1 hit, you go get it. Because I know what you're talking about. Zaytoven, that Make It Rain, he made it for Shorty Low first. I'm the man. That beat done been around like a motherfucker. But they asked for it, and he steady getting it off. He take the beat, he take the other strings and shit out, he put some more in. There you go. But they come and they ask for that shit. They ask for it. I want that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you could get a song, Cairo producer, to take off. #1 everywhere. Plenty niggas go hit Cairo like, dog, give me that beat like you gave Cmills. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to copy your success.
Yep.
Maybe I had the same success.
I can go harder than when he went on that.
Right,
shit.
thank you. That too, right there. I kill that beat. You know what I'm saying? Give me that beat. You know, right now, I could name some beats off the top of my head I wish I would have had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came out of retirement.
I hear that all the time. That's why the grind separate everything. Because you could be colder than me. I bet your shit ain't going to get out here.
Right.
Hey,
and then, ain't we learned by now that being the coldest don't mean shit? Man. Some of y'all is holding up y'all careers, trying to write the best bars and motherfuckers in the club going Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't even saying that.
You right. And you concentrating hard as a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't even listening to that shit like that, man. What was the one Future and them had? And I'm a big Future fan, but this is how I really knew. Well, one of them, how they really knew motherfuckers ain't listen to the music. The top off the Maybach.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. I took the top off the Maybach. And everybody was like, dog, this shit's so cold. I'm like,
he ain't saying
shit. What?
He ain't saying shit. It's just a nice-ass beat.
I told you can hack, cat, rat. Kanye said it. They poopity scoopty scoop. You know, remember that shit? People was singing it the next day. Like, ain't nobody even paying attention to this shit. Hat, cat, rat. That's what I say.
No, you ain't lying.
Hat, cat, rat. Hat, cat,
you
rat.
can't even get a person really listen to your own song.
Walk it like I
phone, get the ring. All
Man, that's why when Jay-Z dropped that 444, I was like, how the fuck can people be mad at this shit? This shit is like the stuff he talking about.
It ain't dumb enough.
Right.
It ain't dumb enough. Look at this industry. Anybody talking sense and uplifting and shit is down here. niggas that's on perks and lean, they up here. You know what I'm saying? They are number one stars, bro. They getting millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And fam over here talking about uplift the hood, buy stuff in your hood. Niggas like, man, turn that whack ass shit off. You know what I'm saying? Turn on, shoot a nigga 100 times with a 30-round clip. Put that shit on. You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna sell.
And it's gonna take off. You gotta fool them.
No, you definitely.
Remember H-Clan Cairo? You gotta fool them. You gotta fool them, dog.
Hot.
I told you hip hop dudes, I told y'all what to do. Simple ass hook, dope banging ass beat, and then put your little bars in the middle. But they want hooks and beats, bro. You know what I'm saying? I watch them. They singing the song, they don't know shit but the hook. That's it. Mm-hmm. Nothing but the hook. You could be saying anything. Y'all overthinking it. With the videos, you're overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? You're overthinking it. You're taking up time. You're wasting time. You know what I'm saying? You want the best video from the best dude. Now, you work at Pick and Save. You got a family, bills, but you want a video from fam. He charged 2 G's. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fam. That's how you end up waiting 2 years for a video.
And then don't push it.
We know cats that been rapping ain't got one video out. Don't nobody support me. We don't even know what you look like. Who are you? You know I can't even see you. You know what you mean? Support you. Shit.
So we can't even see you.
Right. Come on, man. We got to put all these pieces together, man. Y'all got to watch Cmills in there, man. D-Red.
I'm just learning that shit too.
D-Red stay on tour. He ain't even got an album. He been on tour for 3 years.
Be gone.
Man, on me.
Be gone.
He been on tour for 3 months. He got a show coming up, ain't it?
Tomorrow.
See?
Yeah, Glendale Heights.
See? Man, they overthinking this shit, man.
I said if I dropped a lot of music, I probably would know because this shit is easy. This shit is simple.
Right.
There's a lot of niggas with 20 mixtapes and they still in the city not doing nothing.
Nothing.
Man.
Shit is easy.
Nothing. $10,000 videos, 400 views.
The girls,
you know what I'm saying?
The bottles, everything.
On their YouTube channel with their 29 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, come on. Y'all doing the game backwards, man.
Hey, shout out to my boy D Brown, too, man. He just hit 1 million views on World Star, too.
So
D Brown, what it do?
See?
Here, man.
And I don't even know who that is. Yeah. And he got 1 million views. You see all these different elements of the game, man. Like,
I met him on tour when I was in Cali, and we've been like this ever since.
Go to World Star, put that shit on World Star. People go to World Star.
Traveling.
Man, you go out of town.
And it's been up for 2 weeks. The video been up for 2 weeks.
I can't wait till we start.
See? And there's probably a lot of people
be whipping that man,
he done
like,
performed
hey.
in front of and stuff like that. Yeah. Build up that audience. Huh?
So, okay, we gonna get into, you want to introduce Stephanie?
YouTube.
Let me get on my social
Oh,
media.
World Star, yeah.
Hit me up on Facebook, Cmills Hair. Everything Cmills.
8
G's.
G's.
YouTube, SoundCloud.
I get it for cheaper, bro.
But I'm gonna introduce y'all to my close
you
friend.
have to be
that's how they try to
way
change
cheaper.
lives and get y'all out of jail.
I swear to God. Like,
stop slanging them nicks getting caught.
3-5.
Right.
Shout out to Stephanie.
All right, we got Miss Stephanie.
DC be getting plugged.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hello, welcome to the show.
I'm Stephanie with Wisconsin Cannabis Users Matter, and I'm here with some good news today. We're closer to our goal to get medical marijuana legalized in Wisconsin, and we're also working on recreational, which is next, because we have to stop this mass incarceration putting all us in jail. Yes.
Right.
So what made you get into creating this change within the system?
Well, 10 years ago, I've been decided I wanted to lobby for us because too many of us was going to jail, like I was saying. And I started seeing states getting passed, but they were kind of leaving the black communities out in each state.
Yep.
And I wanted to be a voice for our community, and I didn't want us to be left behind. So since I had a big mouth, I was trying to find ways to let us all know so we can all network and come together and make this happen so we can feed our families.
Well, I know that's right. I thank you for that because, you know, marijuana is my best friend. Without it, I don't know where I would be. I wish we could smoke a doobie right now.
Yes,
but
especially medical, I understand.
No,
So
but
what?
I
have some tomorrow.
What's the word?
But I
My
really
mama
like the
says.
fact that you taking these steps into legalizing cannabis in Wisconsin because we are, I think, one of the states that's like just sitting on a gold mine right now.
This is the next green rush, which is like a gold rush, but we call it the green rush. And we do want to help our community create jobs so we can feed one another and we can employ one another because that's something we are lacking. And I want to give a shout out to Cmills. Thank him for helping us. Just to give you a little history, when I first met him, he said he was a rapper, and I had to test him. So I asked him to make us a rap song. And I just recognized the talent right away in his spirit because I tell you, within a week or two, he came up with a record for us to help us with our movement. We was trying to get signatures to get it on the ballot.
That's dope.
So I thought that was real nice.
Why you ain't tell me that it is?
So I brought a lot of his CDs. He didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I brought a lot of his CDs and I gave them out at Juneteenth because we was trying to get people to be aware. We need y'all signatures so we can put it on the ballot.
Right.
And so that's how this whole started with Cmills. And he's a good guy. I support him in everything he tries to do, not just the music, because it was his honesty and it was his respect. And, you know, he's like a son to me. So I look for that in young people and, you know, find that in a lot of young people.
Right.
But when I find that in our young brothers, then I'm there to help you mentally, spiritually, and financially. That's just me since way back. You know.
I like that.
Yeah, because we got to help one another. Because if we don't help one another, then we all going to be doomed.
Yeah.
And just like when Cuckoo Cow came out, when I was coming up, you know, Young Twine, we said the same thing. We need to get behind our brothers because we was the last one in this rap industry.
Right.
And a lot of my family in California, when Cuckoo Cow came out, said, I didn't think there was no niggas up there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of niggas here. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's farm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that too. Laverne and Shirley, I used to get that a lot back in the
Because
day.
they don't show
Happy Days, you know, all that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Was here in Milwaukee.
Because they don't show us. They show them. So we have to be our own media and show us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then another reason why I got on it, because the war on drugs has been the war on the people since 1937, and it's been a racist law when it comes to the marijuana, believe it or not, and we need to change that, and it's a shame that we had to wait till 2019, but we had to give Walker's his Walker papers to get this started, because he only wanted to do the CBD, okay?
Yeah.
We need more than that, and that's why, you know, the hard work is over, but we still have a lot of work to do, you know. Because our next phase, after this medical marijuana get legalized, our next phase is to try to get grants and financial support from our mayor and our governor to help our brothers and sisters create businesses. They don't have to just be, you know, we farmers, but all of us don't have to be farmers. We can get in the clothing industry, we can get into oils, we can get into
wine,
food industry.
I know how to make some
good
wine,
and Budweiser and them is already getting into the beer. So yes, we can do that, and we're here to teach, and that's why we're here today to try to let the community know that we want to be a voice for them, and we need everyone to support us so we can continue, you know, getting this law changed so we can do better for our community.
And look, we do. It is more important than everybody think to. It is real important because all of this shit has been aimed at us as far as going to jail and all that stuff. And I think in Wisconsin, because remember once upon a time we was the dairy state. And then they got to locking everybody up and they start building the prisons on the farms. You know what I'm saying? They turned the farms into prisons.
Right.
You know, so they started moving inmates instead of cows and shit. You know what I'm saying? They was moving inmates. And I think that's where they get a big chunk of their money from. So we need to really be serious about this because they may be trying to oppose. Like, hey, that's gonna be a lot of our money because the war on drugs is a joke. Everybody
really
know
is.
that.
Right.
Do you know this economy would crumble if it wasn't for drugs?
Wasn't in the mix. That's facts.
That's why we had these wars.
It would crumble. It would be gone. It would be, everything would fall.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
China paid off their debt. It was like 600 and something million in 24 hours of them legalizing marijuana. Mm-hmm. So it can't be that bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you look at Canada right now, they just passed. So if y'all want to invest, this would be a good time to be trying to invest.
My mama was talking to me about
Wisconsin
that.
legal.
Yes.
Hey,
shares on
and I know it's serious.
Say it again, because I've been saying this all week.
We really should. We really should get into stock. I told a guy this 5 years ago, and he had $100 he put on stock. He let it go. Now, I just talked with him last year, and he said, I wish I would have kept that stock.
I knew a guy that could have, when Fox and them was coming up, he could have did that, and he didn't. Mm-hmm.
But it's not too late for us, just so y'all know. It's
not
it
ain't never too late.
Because this is the new green rush, and we need to just come together as a community. We need to support one another, just like we need to support Cmills, because he do a lot for the community, and that'll be our way of giving back to him also. But in order to make this industry work, we have to love one another more and stop hating on one another. We got to stop the violence. This will help stop the violence, because I see a lot of states, a lot of gang members, man, they would sit and smoke a blunt and forget about fighting one another. Cause
I was just watching Killer Mike. He did a special.
The violence can stop. Mm-hmm. It's really up to us to just really be serious and come together, and we can do it. I know we can do it because we love one another.
We can if people get their head out their ass.
Yeah, we can do it. If we stop competing and learn how to support and come together. Just like I didn't know you, you didn't know me, but look, we're now dialoguing with one another.
Right.
And I feel your love and you feel like we all can do it.
Right.
You know, we just got to have the spirit. That spirit is so important.
Right.
Just saying.
Right, yeah, we work together and get some things accomplished. Finally.
Right.
You know, that's another thing. Like I say, this has all been by design. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know I am a walking angel, believe it or not. That's why I am the goddess, and everybody know me by the goddess, because everything I touch, I try to turn it into gold. Right. But everything I'm touching now, I'm trying to turn it into the green rush, because, I did my thing. Now I'm trying to help everybody do their thing. Right. So when our children come up, they don't have to go through what we went through.
Right.
Right. It should have been better.
Right.
A lot of things should have been better by the time we start having kids, but
yeah, man,
my generation, they got us with the drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
And we stopped caring about anything but the money. And we part of the reason why these little cats are crazy, but if we get back on track, it's gonna take a lot.
Gonna happen, but it's gonna be like some time. Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
y'all know, y'all travel. Right, y'all travel. Y'all know.
I'm international.
This is special kind of niggas up here,
yes,
man.
And I'm international. I travel a lot of places. And
the weather, look at this shit.
Our problem here in Milwaukee, we don't support one another enough. That's our only problem.
Right.
If I go to Georgia, just ask for anything. Everybody support one another.
Right.
If I go to D.C., I used to go to D.C. for just a marijuana convention alone.
Right.
They was trying to keep corporate out, like our governor is trying to do. That's why he's taking his time with legalizing recreational, because he don't want corporate to take over. So D.C. decided that they would just make the weed legal, and you don't have to buy it; it's just free. So if I want some weed for you, you can donate it to me. But they don't want you selling. But that's a way of locking us out of the industry too. You see what I'm saying? So we want to be farmers. We want to be farmers and grow and sell to the dispensaries. Right. They can't do that because it's all free, even though they have some places. But we want to be like this store right here.
Right.
I want to walk in here, and I want to buy me some medical, and I want you to weigh it, but I want to test it first because I don't want anything Because I don't have no health problems, and I don't want no health problems, okay? I want to be over there and go and buy me some edibles.
Right.
You know, I want it to be legal. So that's a whole nother industry right there.
Right.
And we can make this happen. All I need everyone to do is just call the governor, tell him we voted for you. We want you to keep your plan like he promised. I need us to call our Senator Lena Taylor and tell her to rewrite another bill, which going to include us and not just people for hemp, because a lot of us is not into hemp. We into marijuana, period. And I need y'all to write or call Gwen Moore and tell her the same thing, because it's going to end up on her lap. And we need her to, agree. And she already knows that this is what we want. And we are the people, they work for us. Right. So we have the right to tell them this is what we want. And we need you all to do this and not just be silent. This is how this is going to work.
Right.
You know.
Stop.
And I know Everest wants us to go on a ballot again because he wants the whole Wisconsin to vote again. I just think that's a waste of time. Our new governor, he wants us to go on a ballot again, but this time he wanted to see the whole Wisconsin say, yes, this is what we want. But we already went through that. He already knows. But this is why we need everybody to call them and say, hey, this is what we want. Stop playing these games with us. You work for us. Do this for us. Because after all, we put you in office. Right. And this is why Walker is not in office right now, believe it or not, because he didn't want to do that. So he got his walking papers. We are already telling everyone that's in the movement, we're going to vote you in. You don't do what we say, we're just going to vote you right back out. We don't have time to play these games. Right. Like Foxconn, y'all already heard about Foxconn. Okay, let them grow with Foxconn, because as y'all can see, he is a big con artist. So this is why we need to grow organic, so we can create our own jobs and we don't have to go way out of this. Because I don't want to go out of my neighborhood just to work.
So wait a minute. He trying to have hemp or weed grew in Foxconn?
No, Foxconn is trying to do the technology, but he reneged on what the plan he had, the contract he had with Walker. So now he want to switch to new technology, which is robots and microchip.
The microchip.
Yeah, instead of warehouse job where they claim they was going to give a lot of people jobs, including us poor people. That's not going to happen. So that's why we need to do for self, and I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, because when I be out in these, like Richfield, out in these areas where it's farm, type of scene, these folks, like, literally growing, they building their own communities out there.
Right.
And, I was in one community, not to cut you off, I was in one community, and they had a school and a bank, but it was only for those people in that community that could use it. And this is out in Richfield, Wisconsin.
Right.
And majority of those people was Arabs.
See, that's the problem. They have all their stores and gas stations in our community, but they live way out somewhere else, so we don't get the tax dollars. And then you have these banks turning us into ghettos because they don't even want to rebuild. So we have to do it ourselves, and we can. We just have to come together as a people and just get serious.
That's what I said.
Pull our bootstraps up and just do for self.
They spend all their money outside of the hood. They make all their money in the hood. Nobody demands for them to give anything back.
Right.
Michael Jordan got to give back, though. All of them got to give back. But the people that run the stores that you look at every day, they ain't got to give shit back.
And like our mayor, we voted for our mayor, and our mayor is going to give the Democrat convention $10 million credit, but you can't come up with no money to help the black people who's here already. That don't make sense. That just don't make sense.
Right. So, and we got to demand. We got to start standing up. What one thing I hate here is that if I'm doing better than Cairo, I'm alright. I don't want to fight no more. I'm good. How much you make an hour? $15. I make $17. I made it.
Right.
So all that nigga shit they talking about, I don't even want to fight for no more. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't even want to stand up and help nobody else because I'm good. I got my little house. I make my little money. You know what I mean? I'm fine. We need to work together.
Right.
Like
we need to stop that because
together.
if that house burned down, then you're going to be knocking on our door talking about, can you help me?
Right.
And we're going to be, well, where were you when we needed that?
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
that's why we just need to stop that and just start helping one another now.
Right.
Yeah.
For real. Tone, you about to leave? Excuse me, I tried to catch him. I need to talk to him first.
Oh, can you give out your, you want to close us out, give us your information, we can send letters to call and bug these people, your social media.
Our website is WisconsinCannabisUsersMatter.org, or you can go to our Facebook page, Wisconsin Cannabis Users Matter, and or you can just call your governor, our senator, our congressperson, and tell them we want this legal because the time is now, and we're running out of time, so we need to do this now. Okay? And thanks for having me, and I just want to say to everybody,
Thank you.
So
have a safe
coming.
trip home because it's cold outside.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was informative. We found out some stuff, and everybody know what they need to do.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay Reed.
See you guys next week if it's not 60 below.
All right, y'all. Let's take some pictures so we can let everybody get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. I had to take my allergy pill. Them incense and stuff be messing with me.
Oh man, they
I
killed
took my
me.
pill. Yeah.
No, you know what I did one day? I had an incense, was finna light it, but I didn't. Put it down and I touched my neck. You know, everything was
Wow.
red. I'm like, what the fuck? I freaked out.
All right, y'all. Let's get some pics and then we're going to let everybody get up out of here.
All right, let's do it.
We got Tone, I want to pull the trigger on the backdrop. Pull the trigger on the backdrop right behind here. The banner from when I set up my DJ shit so they can see Uptown Radio. And I need a jacket, some shirts.
Put it in that order.
I still got,
like the
I still
trigger
got
shot.
2
I'm like,
shirts
what the fuck you talking about?
that I got to get back from one for Tiny. And
That's like that vest.
I wanna look.
Oh my God, my knees, I'm getting old.
I wanna I need another jacket. You know what I'm saying? I need another jacket. Come on, y'all. Let's take these pictures. Yeah.
Thank you, Red.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, told me to FaceTime.
I've been professional for too long.
Yeah, bro, it's tricking. Take so long to do it.
Freeze already.
No.
My nigga
What
too
up?
wrong.
No, he want to talk to you. That's sweet. What's your hobby?
It's a whole nigga on the screen. I'm gonna take a picture.
Shit.
What's that in the door? Thank you, my nigga. You already know. Oh, you in the mill?
How much they say?
I need your number. You bullshit.
No, it's all good. You already know.
Nigga, we got linked. It's time. It's time, man. It's time. What time, man? You been good? Nothing but love. You already know. Nothing but love, nigga. Nothing but love. You been showing love. No bullshit. No bullshit. We finna take these people, bro, man. Make sure we link up, nigga. Let me know what you got going on. Whatever. I be in Atlanta too sometimes.
Y'all would have got up like, hey, yo, get your ass up, man. Come down here. Yo, here go Cairo.
What's happening, Brody? What up, Brody? I see you, dog.
That's a big platform. That's a big stage.
What's happening, man?
That's why I say cats got to.
Yeah, you already know. It's go time. It's go time, brother.
That's his name. Maybe that's where I heard his name.
Yeah.
What's the song he had with Munch?
Okay, I ain't wondering. I was just calling
Okay,
something.
that's it. That's it.
I'll be here in a little bit. Okay.
Some reason I thought he was.
Oh, he out of that contract. So, yeah, and he trying to see what's going on with this situation he caught in Atlanta. But he trying to, like, he been doing all the music. He like, wait till Cairo hear this shit, though. So, you know, he been, like, seeing the shit me and him used to argue about. Now he's seeing what the fuck I was saying and shit. Because he's like, I don't do my shit to take that. You're not doing shit.
Where is it? He was
Take
dead.
that.
Oh, God. Oh, no, you can't fuck with Chris. He's too short, man. Give it along. Just give it along, bro.
Oh, shit. What is it? Look, oh, shit.
Yeah, we out the gate. Like,
No, you go folks.
he was this short in middle school, dog. Like, dog, he can't live alone.
I like that. That was cute. Ow.
I would have on my raccoon.
I like that.
Now I'm a trapper really by training.
You say my train.
Yes, I have my own custom truck company, said real talk.
Real? That's
Yeah,
dope.
for 30 years. That's what I do every day. I had to post it. I was like,
I know that's
I
right.
had caught this squirrel. This lady caught this squirrel in my house. I was like, in the house? And she was like, yeah. And she said, how you going to get him? Because he's running all over. And I said, lady, I'll talk about my name. And she said, what? And I talked him into the cage.
So
I
you
was
just
like,
like,
225.
it's like natural.
Just, since I've been
Shut up. That's what's up. So now you got to come back because we didn't even step into that.
I know, I didn't want to even talk about that's a whole new different story. But a lot of people know, though. Yeah, when I go on my route, going to different houses, I tell them about it. This black dude said yesterday, he said, I don't know black people that trap at catch squirrels. I said, whoa. And then he said, it's cold. It's not what I think.
Right thing shit.
I said, don't worry about it. So when I put the cage down,
Right. And she be doing like sharing a lot of our stuff.
and I said, what is it?
I don't know.
I don't want to go look. I said, what do you mean you don't want to go look? I said, don't worry about it. Go check it out. It was two squirrels that got caught in the
Crazy. You
cage.
gotta recognize
That's just what I did today. He was like, oh, I didn't think black people did that. I said, what? He said, especially a black woman. I said, oh, he got it. And then I was telling him about the weed, and then he said, is there anything you don't do?
right. They'll do shit they don't shit.
Probably not. I'm a truck driver. He's like, you're a truck driver? I said, what kind of truck? I said, semi. He said, yeah, like. I said, shit. Yeah, I said,
all of us in the picture.
I was showing out.
Yeah, that shit crazy, though.
You know.
Come on, y'all. Let's take these pictures and get up out of here.
I don't want to work like that. I don't know about
I want to write. I'm trying to write. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Get a pair of weed pants too, man.
You want to take a picture?
Get some weed pants.
Hey, you know some designers, we are going to have a fashion show on the weed. I'm trying to build it all up to 420.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the rappers, they're going to have the best rap song. We did them a trophy, so we're working on it. I forgot to put it, but I
All of my niggas smoke Dutchess.
it don't matter as long as it's related
All
to
of my
weed.
niggas smoke Dutchess.
Look out, let me take this right quick. Hold on, let me take this real quick.
I was taking that picture.
I done told y'all to come on too long.
Oh, she's like, I ain't trying to hear
Cairo. Right, I'm just saying, put it on,
shit.
let's
I'm
take
trying to
a
know.
picture.
Oh, she's like, fuck this shit.
All right.
All right. No,
You gotta come in too. Nah, you gotta come in too. Both y'all on the same show.
Barber. I'm blaming on the barber.
All right.
How my pictures look? Because I be looking weird as a bitch on my pictures. I want a picture. Me and Cmills ain't took one. Come on, me and Cmills Cairo.
Now he remember that shit. That shit in Mississippi. That shit sound like. I ain't never been in Mississippi.
John G told us about that shit. The nigga Karan Butler cousin.
Yeah. Y'all fuck with him?
Oh no, I was just staring like.
So you still rapping? Or you just said fuck done rapping?
Yeah, I'm really just trying to push this nigga.
Right.
Trying to help this nigga. I mean, I ain't tripping like I feel like it's the time and era
gonna take
right
a
now,
picture.
fam. As long as you got a fan base, you can make money off your music. Just like they said, it's all about the music being played and stuff. You get your shit played and
Things I ain't record plays no more, so that's
I'm still collecting money off my music.
Right. Without even. Yeah.
I just think it's performing.
Five below. I still need to.
I've been doing verses and everything. I still been rapping. Like, I just been
Much better right now, but shit, y'all the team, so whoever's going in, everybody's gonna blow anyway. So shit.
Okay.
This nigga just push him over the edge.
Cause yeah.
Shit, he right there though.
A lot of songs.
Nice.
I'm still waiting on my no struggle, no reward.
Get ready for 420, our weed holiday.
I hate to go online and just make my own.
What I gotta do? I gotta buy one.
Yes, I can.
Hey, Gotti.
Huh?
All I need to do is
dude I was telling you about I went on tour with. L. Hitler dude, he said